afternoon, everyone. This is Deaconess Elizabeth, and it is Friday, June the 4th. And I'm here again for our daily devotions. And our reading today is going to be in the book of John, the 11th chapter, starting at the first verse. Now a certain man was ill, Lazarus of Bethany, the village of Mary and her sister Martha. It was Mary who anointed the Lord with ointment and wiped his feet with her hair, whose brother Lazarus was ill. So the sisters sent to him, saying, Lord, he whom you love is ill. But when Jesus heard it, he said, This illness does not lead to death. It is for the glory of God, so that the Son of God may be glorified through it. Now Jesus loved Martha and her sister and Lazarus. So when he heard that Lazarus was ill, he stayed 2 days longer in the place where he was. Then after this he said to the disciples, Let us go to Judea again. The disciples said to him, Rabbi, the Jews were just now seeking to stone you, and are you going there again? Jesus answered, Are there not 12 hours in the day? If anyone walks in the day, he does not stumble, because he sees the light of this world. But if anyone walks in the night, he stumbles because the light is not in him. After saying these things, he said to them, Our friend Lazarus has fallen asleep, but I go to awaken him. The disciples said to him, Lord, if he has fallen asleep, he will recover. Now Jesus had spoken of his death, but they thought that he meant taking rest and sleep. Then Jesus told them plainly, Lazarus has died, and for your sake I am glad that I was not there, so that you may believe. But let us go to him. So Thomas, called the twin, said to his fellow disciples, Let us also go, that we may die with him. All right, so this is the account here where Jesus is hearing of Lazarus' illness. He doesn't hurry there right away, as you might think, as many of you, when you hear that a relative or a friend is sick, you want to check in on them right away or see how they're doing. But he waits 2 more days where he's at. And then when he finally decides to go down there, the disciples are reminding him, they're saying, Don't you remember the Jews just tried to stone you, as we read yesterday, how Jesus had made them upset with the statement, I and the Father are one. And now Jesus is planning on going back. So Jesus then tells the disciples that their friend Lazarus has fallen asleep, and they don't realize right away what this means. They think, oh, he's just taking a rest, and if he's resting, he'll recover. But then Jesus tells them plainly he's died. And then he's using this opportunity here to show his glory. And so God's timing always has a purpose, and his timing here had a purpose as well to show his glory. So we know that God is with us, and we have no reason to fear, as Jesus is telling them there. If anyone walks in the night, he stumbles because the light is not in them. Or if anyone walks in the day, he does not stumble because he sees the light of this world. And Jesus is the light of this world, and Jesus is amongst the disciples. And then here we have at the end Thomas, called the twin, who is saying, Let us go with him, that we may die with him. They realize that going with Jesus, following Jesus, comes with a price, that it's not going to be a walk in the park, and they're going back to an area where the Jews just tried to stone him. And so they are showing that they have put their trust in Jesus, following him there. So our hymn is 873 today, Christ whose glory fills the sky, and we'll do just the first verse. Christ whose glory fills the skies, Christ the true and only light, Son of righteousness arise, triumph o'er the shades of night, day spring from on high be near, day spring in my heart appear. We'll conclude with the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Well, thank you for joining me for our daily devotions again today, this Saturday, or this Friday actually. Tomorrow is Saturday, and so we have our women's coffee hour at 10 a.m. We'll be meeting at Froth over there. So I'd like to, looking forward to seeing many of you ladies tomorrow for that. And then we will be having our Sprouts group meeting again. That's for our younger kiddos, ages 5 to 10. We'll be meeting over in the other building for a short Bible story, some activities, crafts, and some snacks as well. This Sunday, Pastor is out of town, so it will be a lay-led service. But looking forward to seeing you on Sunday. And our parking lot service is moved back to the 20th, as I will not be here for the 13th. So keep that in mind as you're planning ahead for the next couple of weeks. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Friday.